We're going to jump right into the build here and just go ahead.
Ooh.
There it is.
Let's go.
That looks pretty dope.
Mark 4 core, the fan
Look at those
favorite
shoulders, dude.
armor coming from the Halo Wars series.
That looks
it
dope.
just looks so good.
That does
I'll
look
zoom
really
in
good.
A little bit here. We get
This man looks
closer
beefy.
look. I decked him out, so it looks kind of like
You
Jerome,
know this guy hits the
you know,
shoulder
you've got
press. Look at this.
That Spartan effect on the shoulder there, kind of
actually gonna
mimicking
use this.
his emblem. Probably be one of our best just base cores in the game, if
So
not the
sick
best.
core.
So
I
clean.
love it so
good.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's, I want to reiterate here, this is a full armor core, as you're seeing here in the armor hall. So also it's free for folks that maybe haven't played Infinite in quite a while. All the armor cores in the game are available for free, and we are excited that these are going to be offered as free ultimate rewards during the first part, I believe the first couple of weeks here after the update comes out. So
on this
I'll be
side.
honest, I'm typically
And
somebody
I've
who
loaded
doesn't
up
care
a
about
bunch
this
of these
stuff,
Spartans.
but
This one has a
they're really
Rakshasa.
selling
I
me
love
on it,
that
you know?
elite
Like, it's just
shoulders
getting better and
kinda
better.
on the always go ace
Holy
him on
shit.
the shoulders. It's just
It's
the
just-
way
Look at
you
this
do
guy.
it.
He looks like a
Well, you're more
Warhammer
of a-
40K
you're a
Marine.
symmetry guy. You like your shoulders to kind of match.
Yeah.
Like
Okay,
a Gears
I'm
character.
gonna
You'd
So you
think
can
it would
see
change
here,
the
it's got the
hitbox
Eagle
in
Strike
multiplayer
core.
That-
I added a reach
with how big this guy
shoulder,
is.
and
That
I-
is a chunky boy.
I
He's
made
General
him.
Rom.
I made him big.
Yeah, he's chunky
Yeah,
as
and then the
hell.
drag, and
Yeah.
we've got a nice little comp here that's got tons of combinations, and you're seeing the same set apply to different cores.
Our new map
Yeah.
coming on as part of
New
our
map!
January 30th update. We're going
me
to jump
see
into
it.
the build here.
Oh, I'm so excited.
And
Oh,
I'm gonna
let's
check
go.
You are already inside this map, and
Wait, is this
take
Forge?
it away.
Or is this
Yeah,
legit?
so the brand new map is called Illusion. It's an arena map, symmetrical.
Oh.
And it's got
Look at that
some
hell? That's
cool
tight.
Bits
What
and
the hell?
bombs throughout. Right now, I'm kind of showing I'm in my starting spawn
I'm getting
base.
Fathom vibes.
You see
that
the
a
sniper
snipe?
perch way up
Okay.
there, and you can look across at their sniper. Really cool center lane combat.
Wow.
But one thing that I love
I'm
about
so
this map
ready for a new
is that
map.
You're kind of in this Oni research facility. and you've
Symmetrical,
got
competitive,
the
viable. Hopefully, I don't know about
power-ups
that
kinda being
tight hallway,
studied.
but this
I think
looks like
is
it's
the original Halo 1
be calm.
camouflage.
interesting.
By the way, this is crazy too. Just a clean sightline,
Yep.
base to base right here. Little sniper hallway
The counter
warfare.
sniper play on this map is really fantastic.
Yeah, and you see it's kind of got
It is the
lanes,
classic
that center
AR.
lane. and
Good
the side
point. I
lanes
didn't even
over
realize
here.
that. It's literally like the Halo
lots
3
of
AR.
verticality, which might remind
Actually kinda
players of
sick.
some CE.
Oh, it's
but
got a
the
lift.
cool thing is, if you're on the left side, you're like, oh, my teammate's getting damaged on the right side.
Oh my
you can
God.
jump on over.
That's a
catch
tight
the
snipe,
cannon,
reaction
and then
right there
you
through
land
mid.
over here, and you can swap sides. And it's symmetrical, right? So you go both ways on.
Is this supposed to be
this.
competitive?
This cannon to one side to the other. Camo side looks pretty normal. You can see active camo emitting, but the overshield's got an error. What's the active camo emitting?
What the hell?
Yeah. So you go in the center
the-
hallway and you're camouflaged. Any
okay.
combat in here, all the players are camouflaged. If you run around and jump and shoot, your camo will be revealed. But you can run in here. You can maybe go for a
Interesting.
flag run down the center, try and get camoed.
Interesting.
But everyone's going to expect that play.
It's cool
whether
looking,
or
man,
not
but
we were going to be able to pull
we
this
need competitive
off, right? I think
maps,
it's kind of
dude.
a big thing to do to let people have camo in a hallway like that, right? But the team just knocked out of the park. The gameplay on this map is fantastic. I really enjoy it.
John and Shore, take it away. Tell us what
Yeah.
we can expect for Forge with our January 30th update.
We're getting close.
So yeah,
You're such a tease.
Totally.
What's around the corner?
So this is a community ask from forever. Is
that a Covenant thing?
And it's the Covenant palette.
Oh, let's go.
Um,
Oh, that's so huge.
Covenant purple.
Oh, that's so huge.
Our-
That's actually
our team
massive.
did just a stellar
Midship?
job on this stuff.
Truth?
There's
Really
all
cool
these
match
curved
with this.
surfaces that I know that a lot of
Yes.
you forgers have been trying to recreate with our existing.
Big W.
and
All right, so
there,
that map that we
some
just saw
details
didn't
I
look
think I saw
competitive, but
too.
whatever the
Fly on
forgers
through
are
the-
up to, they could make
Incredible.
something. They could make something
Charity
slick with
doors,
this.
Covenant
right.
dance party zone.
They could make something
Yep.
very cool with this.
I set up a little.
We could
club
bring back
in here.
midship.
VIP room.
Yeah.
At HCS.
Bring back some really
if you go to
nice
Dark
looking
Club,
maps.
This does look. It just like,
That's free, by the way.
we're home. It just feels it's so good to be just bathed in purple and
It
all
looks
these
very nice.
smooth surfaces. I'm blown away by this. I also be the
Is this
first
all
to
the
admit I am
pieces,
not a
or-
forger. I just don't really have the skill set, and
Yeah,
the things that I've seen the community do is mind blowing.
I'm sure they'll make
so,
something crazy.
if you're like me and maybe you're like, I'm not going to build anything with these blocks, that's really not the point. The point is that we're going to benefit from the community that will do amazing things with these.
Unique. I'm
Not
waiting
only
on
will
you,
we all be
Unique.
playing
I'm gonna give you
midship,
a
I
week.
imagine probably by by the
give
end of
it
the
1
weekend
week.
after we release this, I'm sure, right?
And by the end of the weekend, yeah.
But community
Yeah, exactly.
just
I'm hoping
really
this leads
pushed the
to
limits
some,
of- it's-
you know,
there's
stellar
almost, there is
ranked
almost
maps.
No more limit, right?
Some Covenant themed
now,
ranked
of
maps.
course,
There's got to be
the
at least
maps
one,
and
right?
sort of the geometry aspects.
no way there's not at
of
least one
Forge
good
is
map.
One big change is coming on the mode front.
Yes, so huge changes on the mode front.
Classic
January
AR
30th,
too. I
we're
scanned.
introducing the Forge mode creator functionality.
Mode creator.
Which basically allows
your own
you
mode.
to create mode. Also in the future, a fan favorite and highly requested is the Forge, the Flood.
Holy
Forge
shit.
object. This stuff
Is that like
development,
animated?
It was just.
Or is that just like a still?
It
You know what I mean?
it's-
Imagine just
for
like
people
oozing
who
out.
Maybe don't like to look at gruesome things. I have.
I'm gonna say it, guys.
pretty cool.
This is a pretty moist palette.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, that's gross, but
I like
a big
it.
shout out to the Forge team.
Forge.
Really good stuff.
It's a
Cooking.
flag
Again,
themed
reminder,
Forge.
those
canvas.
two palettes, we'll have more to share
Very cool.
later.
Palettes.
Those are just Match Composer-esque
Ooh,
functionality
oh, yeah.
that should be coming infinite a little bit later this year.
Ooh, later this
How
year.
are you and the team thinking about that? Like, I assume that's very exciting for you all.
Yes, we're super excited because, you know, we don't necessarily want our players to have to scroll so far down.
Match
to find all the
Composer is
content.
big.
There's so much amazing content there, but there is the
Finally!
for content to be either forgotten or you know,
Jesus.
it's not at the top of the list, or we want to come out with more playlists, but that
Just want
list is
Bandit
gonna get
Starch,
so
dude.
long that this
Put it in the Match
new
Composer.
capability would allow players to search more directly for what is the size of, you know, the team you want to be on and what's the experience that you want to play on, and that will allow us to add so much more content without worrying about it being hidden.
Talk about networking.
Oh, here it
Something
is,
we've been hearing
network.
about for quite a long
Let me
time.
hear it.
Yeah, since launch, we've had pretty clear feedback that players wanted to see improvements to our networking model,
Yes.
right? Complaints about desync and stuff like that. And we wanted to make sure we addressed that. So overall, we got a great reaction. Players were saying this feels better, but please fix up a little bit here and there before you do a broader rollout. So that's what we're doing. We're taking the time, going to make those fixes. Some of the fixes are already done. I want to give a shout out to like fusion coil catching, the Banshee bomb, right? As you're firing the turret, you swap over to the Banshee bomb. That'll come out immediately. We've got some shot registration improvements, ping, the marking,
I like
making
the
sure
sound of this.
that's always consistently firing right where you're pinging. We've got those already fixed and even more on the way. So that'll happen. And then once we
You have
get it to
heavy
a
aim?
really, really good place, we'll do that broader rollout.
And it's going to be a more significant change when it's ready. So
Okay.
that's cooking. That's coming in a
When
future
it's
update.
ready.
Also,
We don't
want to
know.
give a shout.
Cheating and making sure we can address any cheaters and go after an improved like anti-cheat system.
Let's go.
So we are going to be leveraging easy anti-cheat at some point this year. Going to be putting that in to increase security in the game.
Okay.
Yeah, that's I think.
Cool.
When Match Composer releases later this year, we're going to be adding ranked Slayer and ranked doubles as permanent.
Let's
playlists
go. That's huge.
to
That's
the
so huge.
matchmaking rotation.
Very nice.
So this has been very highly requested. Really
Permanent
since
playlist.
launch. These are kind of tried and true ranked playlists, and when we brought them in as rotationals, they performed
I like
really well.
this.
We've seen the data, a lot of play time, so we're going to bring them in as permanent playlists, so they won't.
Finally!
They'll be sticking there, and they'll be
Finally.
alongside ranked arena. So those will be the 3 ranked permanent playlists.
Okay, what
and
about
then
snipers?
We're still going to be rotating. So at any given moment, you're going to have 4 total ranked playlists. Ranked tactical and ranked snipers will continue to be in the rotation, but we had 4 total. 2 are becoming permanent, so now we're creating 2 all new experiences and playlists to go into ranked rotational. So
Okay.
lots of good ranked stuff coming this year, and excited to just chip away at some really heavy hitting feedback that players are giving us. Well, we're gonna be unvaulting those for the first time, but there's some cool new upgrades. So how about we just check out the trailer and see what's new?
Sweet. But even the ones that aren't around anymore? Like, what about, like, Navi? Fnatic? Okay. Oh, but it's not everybody. It's not everyone. You see that?
Yeah.
At the
that's
very
awesome.
end, it
That's a
showed,
big one.
I think,
Yeah.
only existing
It's been,
esports orgs,
obviously
like,
highly
still in
requested
competition.
Since those came out.
Yep.
I didn't see Fnatic
how
in the,
can
there's in the
I
lower print there.
Customize my Spartan more. I mean, that's just been consistent feedback, and so shout out to the customization.
Yeah, it's like
team.
5 teams.
Have absolutely done an amazing
Still
job.
cool.
So just to kind of break down
That's a shame,
what you
though.
saw. So we're bringing back the original team bundles from launch for the teams that are still
Still in.
remaining in HCS.
Yeah.
And those will be available for sale and unvaulted in
Still
the
cool.
HCS shop, and those will stay live from January 30th for the rest of the season.
So no Navi, no
And-
Fnatic, no United.
Like the Envious, right? With the Optic Envy
It's
merger,
true.
the Envious one. Getting that upgrade, it'll
Yeah.
be real
I'm
nice.
glad I got that early.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
oh, it's unlocked for everything.
Well, that is obviously.
I have
like you said,
Fnatic.
something I know
I have
for
Envy.
feedback on. Of course,
That's
we're also
exciting, if
excited
so.
about
I'm gonna use
the
Fnatic.
brand new stuff for Season 3. What can you tell us about that?
Absolutely, yeah. So year 3 of HCS is just around the corner, and of course, again, January 30th, we'll have a new bundle, all new designs.
That
from
red
each of our
arm
partner
and black
teams.
setup. That shit's sick.
And you know what? Rather than me talking, let's just roll the video and we can see
See
them.
it. All right, new roadmap. Oh, new skins. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my. Here we go. It's looking clean. Maybe one. Yo, SSG looks kind of sick. What the hell? Damn. Wait, what's phase look like? Okay, okay, okay. That's Optic? Optic is what, gold and white? SSGs looks kind of badass on the visors. The visors, yeah.
All right, you got to break that down for us.
Yeah, pretty
Optic
amazing stuff.
in
So
gold.
shout out to all of the teams. These are their original designs, original creations. We just give them the templates and they go nuts. And again, shout out to the customization team because the teams have more tech now. So you'll see like the actual patterns. You can see Cloud9,
Wow.
C9 it says in the visor, and you'll see a lot of the actual branding that the
These are
teams use in
detailed as
their
hell. Yo,
socials, their
Complexity
graphics, their
does look
jerseys,
sick.
You know, come to life now in the game.
Total
So,
winter theme.
pretty awesome. You get an armor coating. Again, it's cross-core, so it works across all of them.
Which one's the
you'll
best?
Get the visor, too. Actually, you see
Which
the
one
star.
do we like the best?
star
Yeah,
is
that's great.
really,
Real nice.
really cool. So
Complexity looks dope.
that comes with it. However, there's also a really special.
This doesn't seem like
new
Optic.
item,
It's cool.
which
It just
is
doesn't.
The,
This doesn't tell.
Dracon
I don't get
Bandit.
Optic from this.
So it is a new weapon model, and it is one of 3 in a metals collection. So you can see there it actually has the demon metal there.
Oh yeah.
On the bottom right, and that is fully customizable. You can apply any coding to that, and the only way to get it is to purchase one of these bundles and support whichever team is your favorite. Majority of the profits go to the teams, so
I'm excited.
all of your purchases help the teams fund their involvement in the Halo ecosystem, helps with player salaries and things like that, and just helps this HCS ecosystem go. So thank you everybody who's been supporting the
Dopey.
teams thus far. And you know, hopefully fans are really excited, you know, for all the stuff that
Sounds
we're
dope.
bringing that's new, and also all of the stuff that's unvaulted and updated.
Tashi, without further ado, we are very excited to hear what's in store for the roadmap and what are we doing this year?
Yeah, so HCS year 3 is, you know, just a couple months away from its first kickoff event. And let's go ahead and reveal where this kickoff event is going to be.
Arlington. On March. Okay. First event in Texas. Like 3 last year. Yeah. Not unexpected.
Yeah, we're partnering again with Optic. They ran an amazing major last year, and
Very
so
cool.
we decided to kick things off with them, bring it back to Arlington, Texas, and that will be the first event. It's in 2 months, and yeah, how about we just jump into the rest of the roadmap
Yes.
as well? There's
Yeah.
a lot
Let's
more
do
to
it.
share. So
What's after that? Yeah.
So actually, to start, we've got online qualifiers
London,
in early February.
Atlanta,
and
Salt
those all
Lake,
feed
Seattle.
Up into
Okay.
the Optic Major, and then we're bringing things to Salt Lake City once again with the Space
So much
Station
fun.
Major.
5
And,
events.
you know, they're
How
gonna
many
go
did we
nuts.
have
That's
last
September
year?
6th
Is that the
to
same
8th.
amount?
And then we're bringing it all back home to Seattle.
Over a year.
October 4th to 6th
Neil,
for the Halo
over a
World
year. I'm not
Championship
sure how long.
2024.
Maybe
So,
2.
Dude,
For Infinite, there hasn't been
It's a lot.
a London
Yeah.
venue.
Yeah,
It has there, right? It was
Let 'em cook.
Valencia a year
well,
long.
those the online qualifiers are literally just a few weeks away.
Yeah.
Things really start kicking off, right? So
Absolutely, yeah. We did the kind of big map refresh on January 9th, and we've gotten a lot of great feedback on that. And able to see more players jumping into the Ranked Arena playlist and playing too. So, we've got the Bandit Evo now as the new starting gun. It came out with Season 5, but this
Yeah,
will be
they're
the
well
first
spaced out.
official HCS
They're well spaced out.
competition and events with
There's not
the
like a
gun.
huge
So,
gap of time
lots
in
of
between,
changes.
and they're not crammed all
What
into
I'm
summer,
excited
though I
about
like
is
that for
you
summer.
have
It
all
was
new
hype.
rosters, a new gameplay twist, and now we're going to see again, like, who's the best team out there. FaZe took it last year, but
So we are doing
there's
Extraction?
a lot of new and interesting rosters, and so, yeah, we're really pumped.
5.
fantastic.
5 majors.
And like Tashi
Or
said,
4 majors
head over
and
to Halo
Worlds.
Waypoint.
So
We
5
have a lot more
events.
information. And if you're not already, make sure you're following at HCS on socials just to stay up to date on the latest and greatest for the Halo Championship Series.
I think it's the same as last year, right?
We're making a shift in how we're approaching Infinite going forward. And for MCC players, it's probably going to sound very familiar too. The gist of it is that we're kind of no longer referring to seasons. We're shifting away from seasons. So semantically, for what it's worth, our January 30th update will henceforth be known as CU29. It just kind of rolls right off the tongue, right? It has a lot more marketing weight to it. But no, in all seriousness, it is kind of the precedent we've established with MCC.
Yeah.
And it's just it's a different shift in approach here. As we
Chat
mentioned
is
at the top of the
confused.
show, this future updates are going to be punctuated by an ongoing operations model that will continue to offer 20 tiers of unlockable rewards for free on approximately a 4 to 6 weeks cadence. That'll all kick off with Spirit of Fire when that goes live on January 30th.
What I don't
especially
like
with
about
the
this
the addition of
is-
cross-core shoulders now. So shoulders,
Okay, hold on.
helmets, coatings work across every core in the game. So that'll all be part of January 30th update, along with the new map Illusion that John walked us through a little bit earlier today. The Forge stuff that we saw from Michael Shore, the Covenant palette, the mode creators. You can change.
Yeah,
the
but there's
colors
probably
of
a good
trees
reason
and
why they're not
leaves and
calling it
things
Season
that
6.
mean a lot to Forgers. But all that is also part of the January 30th update,
I'm worried
as
about,
well as
but we'll see.
Tashi's information he shared. HCS shop goes live with the year 1 throwback content as well as the brand new year 3 content we just saw. So that's all part of the free update that'll be landing on January 30th. And I'll just say from us here at the studio, it's going to be a very exciting year for Halo. We are off to an exciting start. We have a dedicated team working on supporting Halo Infinite and continuing to deliver going forward. But also, yes, we have additional teams now that are accelerating towards the future, working on brand new projects. So I just want to tantalize you with that. So there are a lot of things cooking here. We could not be more excited. As
Scaff,
part of that,
thank
I
you
also
for
want to
that.
give a shout out.
So Extraction's
We're
not
actually
coming
growing
just
a
yet.
team right now. So
Apparently.
you're passionate about Halo.
Where'd you grab that?
If you've got skills and you're interested, please keep an eye on the Microsoft career site because we are growing and we've got a lot of exciting things in the works for the future.
Cool. It was a good update. Yeah, I guess I'm just worried that not calling it Season 6 means that, our expectations are lower or that they don't have to release quite as much, every time because it's not going to have, the season kind of moniker with it. But, calling it a season brings a lot of viewership and it brings people back to the game, at least initially, but it's also something that's open to a lot of criticism. We have varying expectations on, what makes a good season or what is acceptable in terms of the content delivery. I'm happy with this as a Halo fan, but somebody outside of Halo would be like, oh, one map and they changed some Forge canvas, I'm not coming back. That's bullshit, right? If you call that Season 6, so I can understand on one hand why they might want to shift the terminology around it, but at the same time, I'm worried that it means that we're going to get less content or it gives them the flexibility to give us less content. But I don't know. I'm still happy with what I saw. Illusion doesn't look like a competitive map, but I think the updates to Forge should hopefully give us the flexibility to make an awesome competitive map, at the very least, like a midship remake, and then hopefully it runs well and smooth and whatnot, and is not. I don't want a carbon copy of midship. I want something that's midship inspired maybe and adopted for Infinite. Anyway, still playing, but also not being pleased with one map in Forge. Yeah, right. It is not a ton of stuff. It's once again one of those updates where it's the potential of what they're changing, might really impact us later this year, right? Later this year is the network update, right? That's another thing that we've been waiting for a long time and apparently we'll see soon. The match composer later this year, the match composer gives the playlist selection some flexibility so we get more ranked playlists, which is another issue, right? So a lot of problems en route to being solved, but I'm not sure when.